How to mitigate counteroffers in financial services and banking. Counteroffers are very common right now in financial services as severe talent shortages continue to drive the job market in favour of high quality candidates. Now, more than ever, employers will move heaven and earth to retain good staff and prevent a competitor making a gain. Counteroffers are hugely destructive and very costly, leaving employers with critical skills gaps and us agency recruiters with lost fee income. A recent online poll found that something in the order of 76% of employers are having to deal with counteroffers for at least half of the roles they are hiring for in financial services or technology. That's a staggering number. We can't stop candidates from receiving counteroffers, but we can, as recruiters, take steps to help reduce the chances that those candidates will accept them. So first of all, as an agency, we work hard to learn what our candidates' motivations to move really are. And we try to devote some time at the beginning of our discussions to find out if they are focused on moving for non-monetary reasons, such as skills, career development, a better work-life balance. So we can then remind those candidates of those reasons and use that to help keep them engaged and remind them throughout the hiring process. If money is their main motivator, and there isn't anything wrong in that in itself, it is potentially a problem further down the line. So we have to make sure that their expectations are realistic and aligned to your hiring budget. So with some candidates, we'd always rather ask you than prejudge if they are looking for more money. And we try to probe and ensure that they're not just applying in order to receive a lucrative counteroffer. So we might gently encourage that they have a conversation with their own employer first, because it's much better that we lose a candidate early in the process and eliminate them rather than everybody waste time. So it's important to make sure that we align the job to their motivations, and in debriefing calls with the candidate during the interview process, make sure that everyone is staying on track. And wherever possible, highlight elements of your opportunity which are a specific match to their motivations. However, we also have to be careful that we don't oversell the role or create a false picture either, which could again result in a rejected offer. So we try to warn candidates that counteroffers will be very tempting, and we'll always ask them what they would do in the event of them getting one and how likely it is that they would accept it. So it does allow us then to consult with you as well in deciding which candidates to offer, perhaps when there is more than one option. So we don't want you to be making offers that are rejected. So we'll warn them, the candidate, that they may well receive a counteroffer and that they may initially want to accept it, not just for the pay rise, but very often because staying put is the safe and easy option. But we'd ask, is it going to get them where they want to be in the longer term? We try not to underestimate the impact that a counteroffer can have and how it will inevitably lead people to follow the path of least resistance. The hassle of moving jobs, sometimes it's better the devil you know. If we prepare our candidates from the very start, when they do receive a counteroffer, they will be less surprised and hopefully less likely to be taken in by it. Of course, you need to ensure that your salaries are benchmarked against your competitors in order to avoid getting into a bidding war with that particular candidate. Irrespective of whether money is the candidate's main motivator, virtually all candidates will want to earn more in a new job and rarely will move for the same. It's also important to understand that candidates can sometimes lose a sense of perspective and reality if they receive promotion and pay promises that inevitably come with counter-offers. Their current company will be working hard to persuade them to stay. They will have potentially invested heavily in training and developing them. And it's also true that people who do accept counter-offers inevitably end up looking for new roles. In my experience, I know a big percentage of people who have accepted counter-offers will return to the job market often within 12 months. By resigning and then accepting a counter-offer and staying put, candidates can be perceived as being disloyal by their company, by their manager, and that can inevitably be damaging to the candidate's career. Once that bond of trust is broken, it rarely heals fully in my experience. Of course, the obvious question we should ask when dealing with a counter-offer is why are they being counter-offered now, only after resigning? So we always try to make sure that we remind them that the employer is only making this counter-offer really to save time and to save the hiring cost. The employee's career advancement was never a priority, and it should not have taken the candidate's resignation to create this discussion. However, it's also important that we respect the counter-offer being made, and we don't badmouth the other employer. And in the end, if the candidate hasn't been sold on joining you through the process, then they may well be susceptible to accepting that counter-offer. So what can you do as a hiring manager? You have to sell the long-term progression of your job versus the short-term benefits. You have to be able to show how your position offers an exciting future. And even if you can't beat the pay uplift being offered by the counter-offer, you can still entice the candidate by discussing the long-term career advantages of your role and perhaps the opportunities to train and develop with you. Counter-offers are not going to go away anytime soon. They're likely to be with us for a very long time. And the job market is currently very candidate-led and will continue to be so. So it's vital that we have a well thought out plan to overcome counter-offers. Working closely with your recruitment partner is key to being more successful. And having an open and honest dialogue with a recruiter will help you do that. So how can we help? We obviously like to work closely with our clients to achieve positive outcomes. And we find that by having open and honest lines of communication with HR and with the hiring manager, that will help us to achieve that. So if you're looking to work more closely with your recruitment partner to achieve positive results, please do get in touch.